Are you looking for some great offline games to play on your Android device? You've come to the right place. In this video, we'll be showcasing the top 30 best offline games for Android in 2023. These games are in no particular order, so you can pick and choose the ones that interest you the most. So without further ado, let's get started. Grand Theft Operations, a new open-world mobile game. This game lets you do anything you want in a realistic city, from stealing cars and robbing banks to flying helicopters and jets. The game has good graphics, fun gameplay, and a lot of content. You can play offline or online, join gangs, play mini-games, and customize your character and vehicles. Super Hot Mobile is a first-person shooter with a twist. Time only moves when you move. That means you can dodge bullets, plan your attacks, and unleash your fury in slow motion. Super Hot Mobile is a game that will keep you hooked for hours as you try to beat your own records and unlock new modes. It's a game that combines strategy, reflexes, and creativity. Border Patrol Police Game is a simulation game where you have to check the documents, vehicles, and luggage of the people who want to enter the country. You can use your scanner, your gun, or your dog to detect any suspicious items. If you find any, you have to arrest the culprits and confiscate their goods. Border Patrol Police Game is an okay game for casual players who like simulation games. The Silent Mystery is a game that combines stealth, action, puzzles, and exploration. You have to sneak around the forest, avoiding or fighting zombies, while looking for clues and items that will help you progress. If you're looking for a thrilling and challenging game that will test your survival skills and your nerves, then you should definitely check out The Silent Mystery. Auto Life lets you explore the streets in your car and live the thrill of driving through a completely Brazilian map. You can customize your vehicle, perform stunts, race against other players, and even do some cargo delivery jobs. The game has great graphics and physics, and it's very fun to play. City Smash 2 is a physics-based simulation game that gives you a variety of weapons and tools to unleash your destructive creativity on a realistic cityscape. You can use nukes, lasers, and more to cause massive explosions and watch the buildings crumble and collapse. The game is super fun and addictive, and it's a great way to relieve some stress and have a blast. Shark Rage is a fun game that lets you experience the thrill of being a shark. It's not very realistic or deep, but it's entertaining and satisfying. If you're looking for a casual game that you can play anytime, anywhere, then Shark Rage might be for you. Dead Cells is a game where you play as a headless prisoner who can possess different bodies and explore a sprawling castle full of enemies, traps, secrets, and bosses. The game is randomly generated every time you play, so you never know what to expect. If you like roguelikes, action games, or just having fun, you should definitely check it out. Stardew Valley is a game that you can play for hours and hours, with over 50 hours of content and new updates coming regularly. You can create your own farm, explore the town, make friends, fall in love, and even go on adventures. The game has beautiful pixel art graphics and a relaxing soundtrack that will make you feel at home. Ninja Assassin is a 3D stealth game where you play as a ninja who has to sneak into enemy bases and eliminate them with your sword, bow, or kunai. You have to be stealthy not to raise the alarm, as the guards will hunt you down if they see you. It's challenging and fun, but not too hard. I think Ninja Assassin is a great game for action lovers. Car for Trade is a game where you can buy, sell, and trade cars like a real entrepreneur. The game is very addictive and fun because you can explore different types of cars, from classic to modern, and negotiate with different customers to get the best deals. It's a game that will test your skills and knowledge of cars, and it will keep you entertained for hours. Rysen Dawn, a parkour game that lets you run, jump, and flip on rooftops, warehouses, and skyscrapers. The game has a colorful and vibrant graphic style with smooth and realistic animations. The game has a lot of content and features to keep you entertained for hours. If you're looking for a new offline mobile game to try out, I recommend you give Rysen Dawn a shot. Combat Master is awesome, with stunning graphics, smooth performance, and no ads. The game has a next-gen network tech and a unique body camera view. You can choose from different modes, maps, and weapons, and use parkour moves to outsmart your enemies. Combat Master is one of the best FPS games on mobile right now. Slaughter: The Lost Outpost is an offline third-person shooter game. You play as Russell, a soldier who has to escape from a prison overrun by gangs. You fight different enemies, explore the levels, find weapons and clues, and uncover the secrets of this place. The game has great graphics and controls, and a thrilling atmosphere. It is a great game for action shooter fans. Polyfield is a World War II-based stylized first-person shooter game. The game lets you play offline against bots or online with other players. I really enjoy playing Polyfield because it reminds me of the classic Battlefield games, but with a unique twist. If you're looking for a fun and addictive FPS game on mobile that you can play anytime and anywhere, I highly recommend you check out Polyfield. Sailor's Odyssey is a survival adventure game that puts you in the shoes of a pirate who is stranded on a mysterious island. You have to explore the island, find resources, build your base, fight enemies, and discover secrets. You can also team up with other players online and form a crew to take on the island together. I really enjoyed playing Sailor's Odyssey, and I think it's one of the best survival games on Android. Cars LP is a game that lets you drive some of the most amazing cars in the world and explore a vast open world with multiple cities. You can choose from over 85 different cars, and let me tell you, these cars are sweet. I've spent hours just cruising around the city streets, drifting and doing whatever I want. But it's not all just aimless driving. There are plenty of challenging racing modes to compete in, including time trials, drag races, and drift competitions. Epic Conquest 2, a classic single-player action-adventure RPG with a special touch in the combat and story, giving you the experience that's hard to find in similar genres. This game is created by a small but passionate team of 4 people, and it's the sequel of their previous game, Epic Conquest, which captivated millions of players. Project Breach 2 is a tactical FPS game that will test your skills and reflexes. The game features 3 levels with randomized traps and enemies, so you never know what to expect. The game can be played online with friends or offline in single-player mode. Overall, I think Project Breach 2 is a great game for FPS fans who are looking for a fast-paced and tactical experience on their mobile devices. Grimvalor is a hack-and-slash platformer with fast-paced combat and a dark fantasy setting. If you're a fan of games like Castlevania or Dark Souls, you're going to love this one. Grimvalor is one of the best games I've ever played on my phone. It's challenging, rewarding, and addictive. I highly recommend Grimvalor to anyone who loves action platformers or hack-and-slash games. Spider Fighter 3 is an open-world game that lets you swing through the streets, climb walls, and fight against various villains and gangs. The game also has a sandbox mode, where you can roam around the city, complete side missions, and discover hidden secrets and collectibles. Spider Fighter 3 is a game that will keep you hooked for hours with its engaging gameplay, amazing visuals, and epic action. Wintercraft is a survival game set in a winter forest where you have to face dangers, craft items, hunt animals, and explore the world. The game has a huge world to explore with different locations, resources, and secrets. If you're looking for offline survival game to play your device, this is game for you. Nextbots and Backrooms is a game where you have to run away from memes in the worst place imaginable, the Backrooms. You are being chased by Nextbots, which are basically characters from popular internet trends that want to kill you. The game is very challenging and scary, but also hilarious and addictive. It's not for the faint of heart, but if you like memes and challenges, you will love this game. Rally Horizon, a rally racing game that lets you drive dozens of amazing supercars on tracks around the world. I think it's a great racing game that offers a lot of variety and fun. The graphics are amazing, the gameplay is smooth, and the cars are awesome. It's definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of rally racing games. American Marksman is a realistic shooting simulator that lets you test your skills with various weapons and targets. I think American Marksman is a fun and addictive game that will keep you entertained for hours. The game is also updated regularly with new content and features, so you'll never get bored. If you're looking for a new offline mobile game to try out, I highly recommend American Marksman. Grid Autosport is a racing game that will make you feel like a real driver. Grid Autosport is a premium game that costs $9.99, but it's worth every penny. It has stunning graphics, realistic physics, and a huge variety of cars and tracks. It's a game that deserves your attention and your money. Recurrence is a realistic tactical shooter that offers an immersive shooter experience. The graphics are impressive, with detailed environments and realistic character models. The game includes a single-player mode, which allows you to practice your skills. It is a great game for tactical shooter fans. Voxel Destruction is a fun and relaxing game that lets you unleash your inner destroyer. The game is very addictive and satisfying, especially if you like to see things go boom. If you like games that let you create and destroy without any rules or objectives, then this game is for you. Alien Isolation is a survival horror game that will make you scream and sweat. The game is a faithful adaptation of the classic 1979 film with stunning graphics, immersive sound effects, and a gripping narrative. The game is very challenging and realistic as you have to hide, run, and improvise to survive the alien's attacks. The alien is unpredictable and smart, and it will hunt you down relentlessly. It's a masterpiece of survival horror that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Truckers of Europe 3 is a realistic truck simulator that lets you drive across many cities in Europe. The game is very fun and addictive, especially if you love driving games. You can feel like a real trucker with this game. The game is also very challenging as you have to manage your fuel, damage, and time. So, if you're looking for a great truck simulator game for your Android device, I highly recommend Truckers of Europe 3.